Action.
So Spav, what are we doing today?
Well, today we have a special video we've been kind of putting together. Harry Potter tier list, but it's not your normal tier list. It's a tier list of the chapter art.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Because I don't know if maybe people have just like watched the movies or whatever, but every chapter starts out with a little piece of art. Like the beginning, I'm trying to find another one, has a little art in it. And so we're going to rank all of them of the first book, right?
Yes.
All of them. And what's the name of the first book?
The Sorcerer's Stone.
Sorcerer's Stone. This is the smallest of all of them. Yeah, so we're going to rank all of the beginning chapter pictures. All right, sounds like a good time. And then I brought Tiny Ron and Tiny Harry with me.
Great. They're along for the ride.
They're here too. All right. Oh, don't fall down, guys. Ready? Cue music. Okay, now.
Action.
All right. So, first book, J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Isn't it called something else in England?
Philosopher's Stone.
Wow. Okay, I guess Philosopher's Stone. But yeah, I know a lot of people just watch like the movies and stuff. But yeah, every chapter has a little piece of art here. Do you know who the artist who did that?
Yeah, we'll put them on screen somewhere here so everyone can see as we go along. Mm-hmm. So I was lucky enough to grow up with the books. I read them when they came out. I read them again in college when the last one was coming out, and we recently read them together. Mm-hmm. For Gingerbread's first time. Yeah,
I grew up. I never read read the books, never watched the movies, and so this was my first time really being exposed to Harry Potter at all. Oh, they're gonna fight each other.
We'll practice dueling.
They're dueling. They don't duel in this one. Yeah. So then me and Spav read it together, and at the beginning of each chapter, he would show me the picture, and some of the pictures were a little better than others, which is why we decided to make this video.
So we're going to explain our tier list a little bit. There are 6 different tiers, and we should, I guess, give a spoiler warning before we do this that we're going to talk about the books. Mm-hmm. There's not going to be much movie talk, but it's going to be the books. And so what's going to happen is we're going to rank them from outstanding all the way to troll.
Now, where did you come up with this rank list?
So, while they take their exams,
like their finals.
It's similar grading scale to what they have in the books.
Yeah, which book is it that they take it's called their OWLs.
Yeah, their 5th year.
Yeah, their 5th year. They take it kind of almost like their SATs. And instead of like A, B, C, or D, they have this O, E, A, P. What is it?
Well, it's outstanding, exceeds expectation, acceptable, poor, dreadful, and troll.
What did Harry get?
He got...
outstanding and...
He passed.
Yeah.
Everything. He got outstanding in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the Sorcerer's Stone, it's a good start to the series. Just happy, fun times. Harry coming to school, all a good time. So I like this book.
Alright, so let's get started here. The first one is actually the title kind of art. It's inside the first page. The illustrations are by Mary Grand Prix.
Yeah, thank you, Mary. Thank you for making these. We're going to rank your artwork.
Yep. So there are, in the first book, 17 chapters, 309 pages. Not too bad, considering the other ones. But so on the title page here we have a picture. It looks like
yeah, right. I don't even know. Is that Diagon Alley? Is that Hogwarts? Is that the King's Cross station?
Right. So just because we have no idea what that is. It might have been a very early iteration of the school.
Oh, because they hadn't made the movies yet. We have no idea what that is. That could be Diagon Alley.
It could be Diagon Alley, but I don't think so. I just feel like it's a very early iteration of Hogwarts.
Yeah, I can see that.
I guess they kind of can compare it to what's on the front jacket, but
because they hadn't made the movies yet.
So just because of that, I don't know if we want to rank it super high.
No, it's gonna be low. We don't even know what this is. Let's do poor.
Poor.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because welcome to our book. here's a town. We know there's a little boy on a broomstick flying around in the cover of this book, and the first thing I see when I open this is like normal looking town. So I don't think that really is there to capture the reader. So yeah, that's a poor on my.
Not a good way to start here. Okay, chapter 1, The Boy Who Lived.
Now is he like in a bean?
So this is when they dropped him off at his aunt and uncle's house. There's some stars in the background signifying it's nighttime. It's kind of cuddly in there. I guess he does have the scar on his forehead.
Oh, it does, yeah. I can see this, you know, it's kind of got the fairy tale vibe to it. I'd like to put it as acceptable. Yeah, acceptable. A good first one. Yeah. It kind of sets you up for what's happening in the book. Yeah. It's kind of that fairy tale vibe, I think. Kind of sets the tone more than that first chapter one. And the first chapter is all right. You get introduced to Dumbledore, McGonagall. Yeah. Hagrid. That this is a magical world. There's a woman who's a cat. Like it's, you know, it kind of sets the tone for the whole series. Really, like, hey, we do magic here. Right. All right. Now on to chapter 2. This is the Vanishing Glass. Yeah. So that's Dudley with a bunch of spoiled little boy with a bunch of presents, right? Yeah, it's his birthday, and it's just kind of showing how Harry's kind of like a second-rate child in this family. Is this, when he counts his presents or something, and yeah, this is Dudley's birthday. They look kind of like Christmas presents, so I'm gonna knock him a little bit for that because it looks like Christmas presents. Now I don't really like Dudley a whole lot. Oh, does anyone? So I don't know if I can rank this one very highly. No. I don't think it's Troll. No. But I think it might be Dreadful. Yeah. Because you just hate the little guy. I think Dreadful is a good. Dreadful is a good ranking there for Dudley and all his presents. Okay. Yeah, and I guess they do that a couple of times, don't they? As they go, like, give Dudley some gifts in, like, some future books. Because it's over the summer, so Harry's usually home. Yeah, their birthdays are around the same time. Okay. Oh, I love this one. Okay. This is going to be one of the top Chapter 3. The Letters from No One. I think when I think Harry Potter, this is probably one of the most iconic scenes I think of. I did see parts of the first movie, like when I was a freshman in high school, and this was very, you know, it was like a little tiny screen and very less on you, but this is definitely one of the most iconic moments for me in all of Harry Potter is all the letters shooting through the fireplace. So I'm gonna put this in an outstanding. Yeah, this chapter was pretty good. There was a lot of kind of funny parts with the letters flying around and them going from place to place and boarding up the door, and wasn't it eventually that they went to, like, I don't know, the little island? That's where Hagrid shows up. The little island. But because you hate the Dursleys so much with the first and second chapter, finally they're getting some payback with these letters flying through, hitting them in the head, and so I'm saying outstanding for this one. What about you? You're putting it all the way at the top. Oh, you saw my reaction when I saw it. We'll do outstanding there. Yeah. What about you? Do you disagree with me, Spav? No, it's fine. It's good. Yeah. You got to go with your gut. Yeah. Gut reaction. That's what Harry would do. Okay. So that's our first outstanding. Harry always makes good decisions. It is pretty good, and that does have a lot to do with what the chapter is about. So here's chapter 4. Who's the owl with Hagrid? The Keeper of the Keys. Ooh. So maybe it's one of the owls that was delivering the letters. Mm-hmm. He's got his umbrella, and it's kind of, the perspective is lower to the ground. So even though it's a tiny picture in the book, you get the sensation that he's a big man. Mm-hmm. He's got his trench coat. He does pull a couple of things out of his trench coat, like a birthday cake or something. Yeah, he does. It's pretty good. Pretty high, because Hagrid. I mean, also I think it's important. You know, we're introducing people to this magical world of Harry Potter, and that here's a giant man, and he's gonna save Harry from this horrible world. So I'm doing that exceeds expectations. And his umbrella is his wand. Yeah. Okay, this is don't tell anybody. Exceed expectations. You almost have wand in each one now. Yeah. All right. Here's the next one. Chapter 5, Diagon Alley. As far as introducing Diagon Alley, this would not be the picture I would choose. What is this? Is this when we go to
I think it's when he goes to Ollivander's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little lackluster. For all of the wondrous things that are in Diagon Alley.
Yeah.
This one, I don't even think something like this. Does this exactly happen in the book? I know he has a wand, and like the first couple ones don't work. But yeah, this one, I don't think it's dreadful, but maybe poor.
Yeah, I'd say poor.
Okay, we'll rank that on the poor scale. On to chapter 6, the journey from platform 9 3/4.
Is that Neville's toad?
That is the chocolate frog.
Chocolate frog. And that's a picture of the chocolate frog.
Yeah,
card.
the chocolate frog card.
You know, it's in the chapter. You know, I think I'm doing it acceptable.
Yeah. There more things happen in that chapter.
Yeah.
I think than just the chocolate frog and Dumbledore card. Like you meet Ron for the first time. You meet Hermione briefly.
Yeah, I can see what you mean, and especially because when this book came out, the movies hadn't come out yet. So when you're trying to visualize the wizarding world of Harry Potter, all you get is this frog. And
you get a little picture of Dumbledore. I don't know. We don't have one between poor and acceptable.
Yeah.
I don't say poor because it's a good picture of a chocolate frog and a portrait. So I'm thinking acceptable, but probably further down acceptable.
Yeah, if there was an acceptable minus.
So we'll do acceptable there. We've got a good little assortment so far here.
No trolls yet, and I don't know. We might get I can think of between the whole series some trolls, but
yeah, I'm sure there'll be some trolls.
Oh, is that Sorting Hat? Is that Peeves?
That is Peeves, I believe. Chapter 7, the Sorting Hat.
Why isn't it a picture of the hat?
Right. In future books, there are some hat pictures, but this is, I'm guessing it's Peeves because he's kind of dressed up like a jester.
He's flying. The fact that we don't even know. I want to put this at dreadful. I want a picture of somebody wearing a hat.
Yeah, I feel like the title of the chapter is Sorting Hat. Like it should have something to do with the hat.
Or this is where we're first. We're in the Great Hall. A picture of the Great Hall. The little candles.
Don't they ride in the boats their first year? Could have been something like that.
Yeah, it's not troll, but I'm doing a dreadful.
Okay, yeah, we'll put it in dreadful. It's kind of
lackluster.
Yeah. Alright, so the next one here is chapter 8, and it is the Potions Master.
Oh, that's Snape.
This is his first class with Snape.
So we're introduced to Snape, this big moment.
Yeah, it is a big moment. I don't know. I guess that's his potions book.
It's kind of eerie that there isn't a good picture of Snape there. I'm fine with it. Yeah.
There are some future chapters with Snape in there, but yeah, this one's all right. I feel like some of these, they kind of just like threw it in there. They didn't put as much thought into some of the other ones.
Have we seen a picture of a character? So the pictures of characters we've seen, we saw a picture of Dudley, we saw Baby Harry,
Hagrid,
and we saw Hagrid. So we haven't seen, and indirectly Dumbledore. So I don't know, it might have helped.
So you're under acceptable for the book?
Yeah, I'm under acceptable.
Okay. Chapter 9, the Midnight Duel. So this is when he starts sneaking out. He's already breaking rules. It's his first year.
Harry Potter.
Does he find the mirror this time? The first time he sneaks out?
Yeah, but then what's the Midnight Duel?
I don't think there's a duel exactly.
I'm actually going to look it up. Chapter 9.
Yeah. I think it looks like him and Ron are sneaking out. Is he testing out his invisibility cloak for the first
Midnight Duel, typical, something, it might have to do with Malfoy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Malfoy, Crabbe and Goyle.
Alright, so they're setting up his kind of, not his
I think
villains,
this is when
adversaries.
They take the thing back, they defend Neville, and he's like, let's duel tonight.
Oh, yeah, okay. So he sneaks out to go duel.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Well, I mean, it's a picture of the fat lady portrait.
Yeah.
They're kind of sneaking out. They're not even wearing shoes.
Because this is where they find the, where the dog is.
Okay. Well, where do we rank the picture?
Well, the fact that we couldn't even remember what happened.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we started reading a couple months ago.
Yeah.
I don't want to say poor, but I think it's a poor, but maybe in front of the chair.
Yeah.
Okay, right here. Well.
Okay.
Chapter 10. Halloween.
Well, this has to get troll because it is a troll.
Well, it is. So this is when it's their first big party in the Great Hall, and somebody releases a troll into the school. Well, it was Quirrell, so he can sneak into the room past the dog and whatnot. And then Harry and Hermione and Ron.
He puts it up his nose.
Yeah, they fight the troll.
It's kind of exciting to see what one of these little creatures looks like.
Yeah, I don't want to put it at troll just because it's a troll.
Oh.
But it is kind of ugly. It's misproportioned. I don't even think that that's how it's described in the book.
No, I agree with you. Want to do a poor? Or an acceptable? Or dreadful?
I think it's dreadful.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's before or after here, but well, we'll just put it on troll because it's a troll.
It's a troll.
It's a troll. You got to put the troll on the troll.
That's why I thought the troll was.
Troll on the troll here. All right. Okay. So the next chapter, chapter 11. We're almost through here.
Quidditch. Oh, I'm happy with this.
Yeah, this is a good one. I think it explains what the sport is pretty well.
Yeah, you see the four balls kind of and the snitch.
Yeah, he's chasing. He's kind of pointed in the wrong direction to catch the snitch, and I'm assuming that's Harry too, because he's got the glasses.
Yeah.
Okay, it's good. It's not great.
I'm thinking it exceeds expectations.
Okay, it's not outstanding. No. Is it better than Hagrid?
Yeah.
Okay. It isn't exciting. It gives a lot of action.
Yeah.
And that's his first match. He does pretty well. All right. Chapter 12. The Mirror of Ersed.
This is nice because it's a picture of the mirror.
Right.
I would say acceptable.
He's looking into it.
He's not seeing his parents yet.
What would you see in the mirror?
I wonder about this a lot. I do. I don't know.
Well, I think he is. I think those shadows are supposed to be his family.
Yeah.
And good thing Dumbledore comes along and kind of sets him straight.
That. And you know what's really nice is when Ron sees himself winning the House Cup, and then he wins the House Cup eventually.
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Because I remember reading that, like, that's never going to happen.
Are you thinking acceptable here?
Yeah, acceptable.
Okay, but in front of the frog or in front of the baby?
In front of the baby.
In front of the baby. So this is the best acceptable.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. Chapter 13 now. Let's see. Nicholas Flamel.
Who's that in the picture?
So I think that is Quirrell running into the forest to go eat a unicorn or something.
Yeah.
But this is, I guess, the first time that I guess they've been kind of looking in the books for stuff about the Sorcerer's Stone, and they might come across his name here in the library.
I'm doing it poor because it's like Nicholas Flamel, but that's not Nicholas Flamel.
Yeah, it doesn't have to do with the chapter. That is kind of one of our requirements.
And then Quirrell is part of the characters that he wears the turban that has Voldemort, and that there's no turban there.
I wonder if some of the art was commissioned and then the chapter names changed.
I wonder.
So we're putting this in dreadful or poor?
I'm almost on dreadful.
It's a nice picture.
It is a nice picture.
But it doesn't have to do with the book. So we'll do dreadful, but in front of Dudley?
Yeah.
Okay.
Norbert.
Okay, chapter 14. Norbert, the Norwegian Ridgeback.
That's cute.
So it's a little dragon hatching. Hagrid had been nursing a dragon, right?
Yeah. And he wasn't telling anybody. And he's like, hey kids, skip class to come hang out with the dragon.
Someone gave it to him.
Yeah. I was like a little suspicious when that happened. I want it exceeds expectations. It's cute.
Okay. In front of Hagrid or?
In front of Hagrid.
Okay. It's good that they're together on our tier list there. Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's good. I like it. There's a little bit of action, some smoke coming out.
He's got a kind of happy.
All right. It has to do with the chapter, the title, it matches. So it meets all our criteria there. And here is chapter 15, The Forbidden Forest.
Oh, we get to see a centaur. I never thought we got to see a centaur as important as they become later in the series.
Now, is this Frenzy, the one that becomes a professor later? I'm gonna have to double check.
Yeah, it's a centaur.
It's good. He's kind of trotting. There's some leaves under him. This is when I guess Hagrid and they're on detention in this one.
Yeah, and Malfoy's with them.
And they meet up with the centaur, and the centaur tells Hagrid about the unicorns that have been getting eaten, or getting their blood sucked, or what not. It's like an okay pose. I don't know. It's not poor, but I feel like acceptable.
Yeah, low acceptable.
Yeah, in front of the book.
Because he looks very happy. He looks kind of more jovial than we think of as the centaurs.
I'm a little worried.
Yeah.
But, alright. Well, let's go to chapter 16, which is Through the Trapdoor.
Oh, I like this.
So this is the three-headed dog.
Mm-hmm.
Hagrid kind of Fluffy. Hagrid let slip that he was kind of taking care of the dog earlier in the book. And he gives Harry
the magic flute or whatever.
But they didn't need it because a harp was playing.
Mm-hmm.
Because Quirrell had gotten there first. So it's good. They each have their own little personality, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
One of them's kind of derpy, one of them's kind of angry, and one of them's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Stern, startled, kind of staring at you.
Also, for me, when I think of iconic moments of this book, the three-headed dog is also one of them. So I would put this up with an outstanding.
Okay, we get an
How about you? Do you
outstanding.
agree
Better than the.
No.
Not as good as the.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, we're on to the last one here. Yeah, let us know if you kind of agree with our choices here, or which ones you would change in the comments. Here's the last one, chapter 17, The Man with Two Faces.
Yeah, that works. It's fine.
It's Quirrell taking off his turban. I guess Voldemort's on the back of his head. It's kind of smoking. I don't really like it.
No.
I don't know, dreadful. I wouldn't say dreadful, but maybe poor.
Yeah, I'd say poor.
Maybe in front of the chair.
Mm-hmm.
It could be worse, but yeah. There's our tier list.
Here it is.
Do you want to change any before we?
Can you make it bigger so I can see it a
full
little
screen
better?
it.
Yeah.
Oh, let me put let me. All right. Let's see.